I defy you to crush this course and not get psyched out of your mind.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
The Chrono Shock 13.
They didn't tell you, did they? Your company is closed.
You closed the company?
Everything's computerized now.
People have a deep mistrust of machines. Have you seen Terminator?
Yep.
Or 2? Or 3? Or 4?
All of them. You two were great salesmen, but face it, you're dinosaurs.
Very greeting to Safadila. My name is Nurajo Aina, along with my other team members, which include Masrina, Nur Hayati, Nur Kisina, and Ali Adrina, are going to present our movie review called The Internship. So let's begin. After old school salesman Billy, played by Vince Vaughn, and Nick, played by Owen Wilson, find themselves downsized, Billy decides that despite their complete lack of tech savvy, they should work for Google. The friends somehow manage to find a girl internship at the internet giant and probably head out to Silicon Valley. Viewed with disdain by most of their fellow interns, Billy and Nick join forces with the rest of the misfit Nucleus to make it through a series of competitive team challenges. In the movie, the internship conflict arises in Billy and Nick's group because of the different personalities in the group as well as some group members not performing. The different personalities within the group involve Stuart, Neha, and Yo-Yo, excluding Billy and Nick from the side, because Billy and Nick are not as educated with technology like the rest of the team. And this is seen in the beginning, when the group is alone and the three geniuses tell Billy and Nick straight that they will not be participating in the group because their skills are inadequate. But after they get to know each other and accepting one weaknesses, they begin to work as a team and manage to finish their challenges. As a result, they become part of Google employee and complete their internship with success. After we watching the movie, we feel proud with their achievement as Billy and Nick succeeded in completing the mission given throughout the Google internship program with their team members and get a job at Google. We also feel inspired from their teamwork in completing the task. They have a strong bond with each other throughout the challenges. They never leave a member behind and always solve as a team. To sum up, we feel proud and inspired by them in completing their mission and working as a team members. This is clearly a good example for us to use in our life.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nafis Samit Ahmad and I'll be presenting about the main issues in the movie The Internship. The first main issue in this movie is discrimination and judgmental. Discrimination and judgmental with other colleagues are being conducted in this movie in several scenes. In the movie, we can see the characters that are played by Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson as depict two middle-aged men who recently acquired an internship at the company Google, where they must compete against tech-savvy college geniuses for a job are the ones that are mainly face these problems. And although generally companies don't have an age limit for a person to apply for an internship, but usually internship programs are mostly applied for those who are still in college and in the age range of 18 to 25 years old. Hence, for the characters Billy and Nick, who are in their 30s, had to go through the stigma of discrimination and judgments from the others applicants due to their age. Throughout the movie, we can see that countless comments and events that shows these two characters are being discriminated and oppressed due to their age. However, there's this one character that's always openly show his discrimination and judgmental behavior and unethical behavior towards the character Billy and Nick, which is Graham. Let me give you an example. There is one particular scene at the beginning of the movie where Graham, which is played by Max Minghella, made a sneer comment to the characters Billy and Nick by saying all and unexceptional qualities as diversity and also age before beauty. Although these comments that are made may seem like a compliment, but the tone that he made more of a mocking and rude remark to it. Other than that, discrimination and judgmental behavior could be seen when rude remarks such as making rude comments about the person's body weight and are useless to do any task just because of his body weight are being made to one character, Zach, which is played by Harvey Gullin, and the comment also are being made by the character Graham. These comments and remarks which exhibit the behavior of discrimination and judgmental are strongly prohibited in an organization, as it is very unethical and immoral thing to do to a colleague, as it would affect a person's mental health, well-being and dissatisfaction in the working environment, and this will also simultaneously affect the organization turnover. Next, main issues that are mainly highlighted in this movie is the behavior of non-agreeableness of some characters towards other colleagues. From the movie, it portrays that majority of the applicants are very intelligent and some of them are from prestigious college with honorable backgrounds. And this is very contrary from the main characters Bill and Nick, as they are just two salesmen with no experience, no qualifications in any of the requirements that are needed by the company Google, and they are accepted in the internship programs solely just for their unorthodox interview answers. Hence, we can see that throughout the movie, the main characters and some other characters face challenges due to low agreeableness of certain individuals. There are several characters that portray the attribute of non-agreeableness throughout the movie. However, there is one character that has perfectly portrayed these attributes, which is the character Graham, that is played by Max Minghella. The character Graham can be seen as a person that comes from a prestigious college with excellent results and honorable backgrounds. Therefore, the character comes off as a bit of a snobbish person, as he thinks that he is better than other applicants, especially than the main characters Bill and Nick. The character Graham shows the attribute of low agreeableness by making comments that insult and belittle others, such as by saying the character Bill and Nick are not worthy enough to be working at the company Google just because they have a low credit score. Furthermore, he had trouble keeping his cool in an aggravating situation that can be seen when his teammates loses the final round on the competition, and he reacted by blaming his other teammates and downgrade them out of frustration. These attributes of non-agreeableness in a person, if not being toned down, it will affect the individual relationship with its colleague, as they have a difficult time in building a harmonious and trustworthy work environment. And this will result to a disunited decision-making process.
Come in here. You gotta come in closer. They won't be able to see us. See how small the webcam is? No, get cheek to cheek.
We can see you guys.
Okay, great.
You got us?
Hi, my name is Billy.
We can hear you fine as well.
Oh, great.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Alia Adrina, and today I will present about the message from this movie, The Internship, and whether I agree or disagree with it. So the message from this movie is, don't judge a book by its cover and jealousy gets you nowhere. Yes, I agree with it. This is because the influence of people's level in education are not the only one determine the person's job in the future. It means that no matter what level your education is, it is not the main factor on why you get the job. It can be seen in the movie when Billy and Nick's team are the one that win the job offer in the end. Even if their team consists of people that others do not want to team up with, they managed to win the challenge and got the job offer. It means that even if you graduate from a top school or well-known school, if you do not have a job, then you are not considered as successful. Moreover, experience, communication, cooperation, leadership, and positivity is the important roles in the team as shown in the movie. This is because with the experience we have, we can use it in our daily lives as well as our works. Communication is the key factor that leads to a successful group. This is because we need to communicate with our members to solve any issues or problems that arise in the team. If we do not communicate with them, how can we solve any issues? Also, cooperation are needed for the group to work as a team. This is because in a team, you are working with other people, so you need to give cooperation with them. Also, every team needs to have a leader. A leader's job is to resolve any issues and give tasks accordingly. He or she needs to lead the group to achieve the goals or objectives. Lastly, we need to be positive. This is because with the positivity, we can get rid of any unwanted feelings, and it also teaches us not to give up when we cannot meet a certain requirement or goals. That's all. Thank you.
My name is Nohayati Hassan, and I will present about discrimination and judgmental.
Your interns?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Deal with it.
You're so old. I thought you were important.
In this case, because of the education and their lifestyle and age, I mean about the movie, okay? The company should make a program or speech about discrimination. They should avoid discrimination in the workplace, so employees can work in the better conditions. Discrimination in the workplace is not a good thing because it will disturb the activities and the interaction between the employees. Organization can make speech or other program that enlighten the employees about how bad the discrimination in the workplace can give effect to them. Okay, the organization can make activities such as grouping. Okay, they form a group and a group of employees, and in the group they can like include their employees in different ways, make them interact with each other. So when they have like female, male, and like different age in this group, so they will like learn about their difference. Like female learn about male, and older learn about the younger, and that's how employees should interact in the organization. Okay, based on the movie, we can see like they are too proud of their level of education. As you can see, the first character, I mean, there's two men. Okay, they are not. They did not come from a good level of education, as we can see, and they have a great competition with the other group, which is the elite group. Like they are so clever, but they still fighting. They still overcome their difference in the group, and that's what make them become number one in the internship. Okay, that's how employees should interact with each other. Next, when there's evidence that shows there is any discrimination between the employees, and this evidence shows how it's happened and why. So the employers or the higher managers should do something. They should take some action. Prevent it for become worse. So employees can work in the better conditions. So that's why employer should take quick action about the discrimination in the workplace.
Next, continue with me, Ms. Turina, in explaining the other two suggestions in minimizing the issue that is occurred in this movie. The issue that is occurred in this movie is non-agreeableness. So to avoid this issue, we must know each other by putting aside our level in education or life. The internship movie taught us the value of teamwork. They are Friedrich Bonnen and Wilson, which is the character in this movie. They can't relate to their younger teammates' competitiveness during internship training challenge. They go into the experience with little technical knowledge and open themselves to learning from their know-it-all counterparts. The takeaway here is to take the time to get to know our teammates and learn from them in order to gain knowledge. So the continuity of what we learn in this course is teamwork can increase the accountability of every member of the team, especially when working under people who command a lot of respect within the business. Team members do not want to let each other down and hence do their best to contribute the successful in their teams. Lastly, for the solution for non-agreeableness issue is we must try something new or learning something different is not harmful things to do. Things that what we can understand is when we cooperating on a project there is an opportunity for the workers to learn from more experienced employees. Teams often consist of members who differ from one another in terms of skills and talent. Working together is a great opportunity to acquire skills that an employee never had beforehand. Unlike working alone on a project, teamwork affords people the opportunity to challenge the idea of each other and come up with a compromise solution.
Create an app.
Idea time.
Folks are taking photos all the time. So what if you take that photo and you put it out there on the line,
Online?
and you share it with your friends?
That's Instagram.
But mine's more of a social sharing on the line.
Quick interjection. When you say on the line, you mean online?